There's a number of key contacts that a nightclub promoter should have, but the main one is the venue manager. So fortunately, when I was a DJ, I was close friends with the venue manager at Arcade Nightclub. Now it's called Loop Nightclub or something like that. And he was actually a pretty big mentor to me. He taught me a lot of the things that I know have come to learn now in the nightlife industry because I worked with him one-on-one. I was first starting as a DJ with him, but then every Wednesday I was with him in the office, and we'd go out and have lunch with each other, and he'd share with me things that he'd learned being a nightclub manager all these times. And so he served as not just a manager, but also a mentor of mine because he taught me a lot of the lessons that I know. But the key contacts that you need in the industry are other venue owners or managers, because they hold the real estate and the opportunity for you to, they just own the rooms that you can put people in and charge them money for. And so they're really the key contacts. DJs are obviously another key contact as well because they dictate the experience of the entire night. Most of the experience of being at a nightclub event is, besides just the alcohol and the drinks, but it's also just the audible experience of what music that you hear. The music, I swear to God, you cannot fuck it up. If you cheap out on your DJs, they influence what every single person in the room can hear. Even the people waiting in line can hear them more often than not. And so if there's one person that influences your entire experience for your entire night, for every single patron, it's the DJ. So do not cheap out on the DJ. Make sure you get someone good because everyone hears the DJ. It's not an option. The bartenders as well. One of the key, I suppose, things that made me successful in the long run of my nightclub and also my DJ career was I liked hanging out with the bartenders, and I'd stay at Starfies and things like that. And so Quincy, one of my mates who DJs and produces as Don Darko, he agrees with me because you don't want to be that club promoter that walks in and thinks you're top shit, doesn't say hi to anyone, doesn't say hi to the door girls, doesn't say hi to the security guards. You want to be that guy that people, when you arrive, they're really, really excited to work with you. Because at the end of the day, this is the same advice that I give to DJs that are asking, like, how do I get more gigs? At the end of the day, a nightclub is just a party. And if you were to use the microcosm of the house party, who do you invite to your house party? You invite people that you know, people that you like, people that you respect. And so if you're the person that's rocking up at a house party and you don't say hi to the host, you don't say hi to anyone there, you just go to your little fucking corner and do your thing and think you're top shit, do you think you're going to get invited to that house party again? No, you're probably going to get fucking bashed, but it's a nightclub, so you can't do that. So you want to treat it like a house party. It's not your venue. You don't own this place. And you want to treat everyone there with respect, because at the end of the day, every other staff member there also has interactions with your patrons, and they will dictate whether your patrons have a good night or not. And so you owe them the respect as well.
Speaking of staff, security staff.
Oh, speaking of staff, security staff. Your security staff are like, bro, I have so many good stories about like my favorite security staff. I'm not going to name venues, I'm not going to name names, but the security staff, they're there to protect you. And so when you're a fucking scrawny little, at the time I was like 21-year-old little fucking Asian kid with an emo fringe, and every now and then someone didn't like me, the security guards are on your team. And so the security guards, they can let people skip line when you know them. They're going to be there to protect you when you're drunk and you need to get from one stage to another. Some big Samoan dude's going to throw you over his shoulder, go, I got you, Brandon. And then you play the floor as lava with stages. And so he'd pick me up from one stage, throw me over his shoulder, carry me to another stage. It was like playing the floor as lava with a nightclub. And so the security staff as well. I have so many good stories about good security staff.
And then finally, influential social figures or celebrities.
And then also like influential and like social figures or influencers, celebrities, whatever you want to refer to them as, because they're another avenue for social media growth, and they also show social proof. And so if other people, their followers, are seeing them go to a particular venue, one, it tells them about your venue, and it's free more often than not, unless you're paying the influencer. And secondly, it shows that this person wants to go there too. And so if it's good enough for them, good enough for me. And so those are some of the key figures in the industry or in the scene, however you want to refer to it as, that are important that you know. More often than not, you're probably not more than 2 touch points or 2 contacts away from someone in the scene. So when you have a friend that knows a friend, that's generally like within a local city, that's generally like how far away you are from knowing a venue manager or another DJ. It's just like someone knows someone else. That's really how far away you are from knowing most of the industry.